Hey, Lord of the Rings fans, this is Anárion, the second son of Elendil the Tall and a brother of Isildur. Anárion was born in Númenor at the tail end of the Third Age, and like his brother and father, were a part of the group known as the Faithful that fled Númenor during its downfall. 9 ships escaped from the eastern port of Romina. 4 ships went to Elendil, 3 to Isildur, and 2 for Anárion. Anárion and his brother Isildur landed in the south of Middle-earth and established the realm of Gondor, which they co-ruled together, while their father landed in the north of Middle-earth and befriended Gil-galad, the High King of the Noldor Elves, and established the realm of Arnor, which he ruled as High King of both Arnor and Gondor. Now the brothers ruled in Gondor from the city of Osgiliath, the citadel of the stars, which lie on both sides of the Anduin River. But Anárion made his home Minas Anor, the Tower of the Sun, a great city and fortress built on the shoulders of Mount Mindolluin to protect Gondor from attacks from wild men. Later this city became known as Minas Tirith, the Tower of Guard. Isildur made Minas Ithil his home, a great city and fortress built on the borders of Mordor to protect Gondor from any evil that may come from Mordor or enter Mordor. Later it became known as Minas Morgul. Not long after Gondor was fully established, Sauron arose again and attacked Minas Ithil, and Isildur fled north to seek help from his father, while Anárion stayed and defended Osgiliath and Gondor. Now, Anárion held off Sauron's forces, even pushing them back to the mountains until reinforcements came to aid Sauron's army. But luckily, by that time, Isildur and his father had gathered a great alliance, and the army of the last alliance came and marched on Dagorlad, a great battle plain outside the gates of Mordor. Anárion brought his army of Gondorians to join the fight, and they were victorious, and they entered Mordor and they lay siege to Barad-dûr for 7 years. Unfortunately, sometime during the siege, Anárion was slain by a rock that was launched from the tower of Barad-dûr. At the end of the war, when Sauron was defeated, both Anárion and his father Elendil had died, and Isildur took the high kingship of both Arnor and Gondor, and he left Anárion's son Menelil, Isildur's nephew, as the king of Gondor to rule it, while Isildur traveled north to rule from Arnor. On his way, Isildur was attacked near the Gladden Fields by orcs and slain along with all his sons except one, Valandil the youngest, who was in Rivendell. Okay? Valandil took the throne of Arnor, but not the high kingship. So he only ruled Arnor, not Arnor and Gondor. Menelil ruled Gondor. Okay? So from that point on, Arnor and Gondor were wholly separate kingdoms, with Arnor being ruled by the descendants of Isildur and Gondor being ruled by the descendants of Anárion. Now, fun fact, the last king of Arnor, whose name was Arvedui, literally married a princess from Gondor named Firia, reuniting the two lines. But the Gondorian council wouldn't let Arvedui take the throne of Gondor after their king had passed away. So those two realms stayed split. The descendants of Arvedui all became the chieftains of the Dunedain Rangers, and Aragorn is the last descendant of Arvedui, and he reunites the two realms. That is why he can lay claim to the kingship of both Arnor and Gondor and reunite the realms, is because he's descended from both. He reunited the lines, while the Witch King of Angmar killed the last king of Gondor, and that line was broken and it was ruled by the stewards. So the rightful heir to the throne of Gondor is absolutely Aragorn, because he's descended from both Isildur and Anárion.